Hello everyone, today I'm going to demonstrate the quote-unquote sad station I made. Basically my idea for this was I wanted to modify a PS1 and play some of my old PlayStation 1 games that I remember playing when I was a kid. Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot. So the idea was to buy a PlayStation 1, modify it so that I can install ROMs on it. It turns out that there's no memory devices back then. Like, we had memory cards, so the PlayStation 1 wouldn't really know what a hard drive even is. Therefore, I decided I still really wanted a PlayStation 1. I mean, that's what I had when I was a kid. So I installed a Raspberry Pi instead of the guts of the PlayStation 1. I just replaced it with a Raspberry Pi. I'm calling it the Sad Station, just kind of as a vaporwave meme. But let me demonstrate it. Let's stop talking about it. Let's show you what it does. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on the TV. Hey Google, turn on the TV. Thought I'd show off a little bit.
Okay, turning on the TV.
Hey Google, turn on the ambient lights.
Okay, turning the ambient lights on.
Alright. So, now that the TV's on, I actually have the power button working, so we're just going to give it a press. You're going to see Linux load up. I wish there was a way that I could stop that. I'd like for it to feel like a official console here. But this is a little boot animation I made. So it says Sad Station loading. Plays this little modified PlayStation 1 startup sound beat. And let me talk about the lights a little bit. So I have LED strips in here. I put LEDs in everything, if you couldn't tell. So I got blue on the outside, and I actually have two separate LED strips, purple on the inside. It's a little subtle since the lights are on. But let's just plug up a controller to this. I have an Xbox 360 wired controller, like an aftermarket controller for the time being. But I have a PS3 controller that's going to work wirelessly over Bluetooth on the way. So we replaced the front controller ports with USB ports to interface with the Pi. So you can plug a hard drive in, you can plug all kinds of things in. I'm trying to do this one hand. Okay. But yeah, anything, this dongle goes to, it's called a RI, an RI. Basically it's just a remote keyboard, like a Bluetooth keyboard, that allows me, in case I need to enter the terminal on my Pi, like something goes wrong. But here we are, we're booted up. Oh, yes, there we go, the exposure there. But this is basically a RasprerryPi install. RasprerryPi is an operating system that loads like a core Linux, a bare bones Linux distribution, and then it launches Emulation Station, which is an app inside of Linux that basically has a bunch of pre-installed game emulators and like launchers. So you'll see here we have Nintendo 64. We have Nintendo. Ports is like experimental stuff that other people are developing. We have PlayStation, my favorite. We have the settings, obviously. Super Nintendo, and this, I'll get back to this, but Cody, if you know what that is, it's really a game changer here. Okay, so let's demonstrate that this works. I just beat Spyro the Dragon, so I'm going to launch that. This is a PlayStation 1 game running on the Sad Station here. Alright, here we are at the main menu. So yeah, game works. Sometimes, like with an Xbox controller, you need to remap some things. You do it one time, it saves per game, on a game-by-game basis. To quit the game, all I have to do is press these two buttons, and it'll bring me back to the menu. And initially, before I started this project, this Raspberry Pi was running an application called Kodi. It's a very popular streaming application. It's like a home media center type thing. So you can watch Twitch on it. I have a hard drive right behind the TV there with a lot of media on it. So that's what I was using it for before. But now, it's a media center. So yeah, you know, I could never do this with a PlayStation 1, and I'd have to change inputs and all that. No. I have it all in one place. I'm really liking it. So if you have any questions or anything like that, you want help, anything, just send me an email, comment on this video, whatever you need to do, and I will get back to you because I'm sure I won't get too much attention, so you know I will. Alright, take care.